Today, we will going to solve the problem which is an open cylindrical tank with 2.8 meter in diameter and 10.2 meter depth is full of water and rotating at 90 rotations per minute along its own axis. How much liquid has been spilled and what is the pressure at the bottom? We have the given values of diameter is equals to 2.8 meters and the height is equals to 10.2 meters with the rotation equals to 90 RPM. Since the problem is asked for the volume, we need to solve for its height. So, height is equals to angular speed squared multiplied to radius squared over 2 times the acceleration due to the gravity. Before we solve for the height, we will going to solve the angular speed, which is 90 RPM multiplied to pi over 30, which is 3 pi rad per second. And our radius, which is diameter over 2, and our diameter is 2.8 meter, over 2 is equals to 1.4 meter as our radius. So we were going to solve for the height. We use the formula angular speed squared multiplied to radius squared over 2 times the acceleration due to the gravity. Plug in the values. We have height is equals to 3 pi rad per second squared times 1.4 meter squared over 2 times 9.81 meter per second squared. We have the height, which is 9.425 rad per second squared times 1.96 meters squared over 19.62 meter per second squared. So we have 88.826 rad squared per second squared multiplied to 1.96 meters squared over 19.62 meter per second squared. We have a height of 174.10 meters squared over second squared over 19.62 meter per second squared. Cancel out the same units. We have 174.10 meter over 19.62. So our height will be 8.87 meter. Now we will going to solve for the volume spilled. We use the formula volume spilled is equals to volume of the paraboloid. Our volume of paraboloid has a formula of 1/2 pi r squared multiplied to height. So plug in the values. We have 1/2 pi times 1.4 meter squared times 8.87 meter. So we have the volumes of the spilled, which is 27.31 meter cube or the cubic meter. Now we will going to solve for the pressure at bottom. We have a formula of unit weight multiplied to its y or the height. Plug in the values. We have pressure at bottom is equals to 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter times 1.33 meter. Cancel out the same unit. We have 9.81 kilonewton per meter squared multiplied to 1.33, which is we have 13.0473 kilonewton per meter squared. Since kilonewton per meter squared is already a kilopascal, so our pressure at bottom is equals to 13.0473 kilopascals. So that's all for today's video. Hope you've learned something and see you in our next video.